But fuck your free will, right? Let me see. I don't know. It might be still going. But anyway, right? So that means if free will came before your birth, right, into this matrix, this guy came to you somewhere else. And this guy said to you, hey, you want to be born into a world of sin? You cool with that shit? And you free willingly told this God, sure, God, birth me into a world of sin. Birth me, and that would be your free will coming into this matrix. You free willingly. Now I have to ask you, what made you free willingly want to be born into a world of sin? A fucked up world that was explained to you by your God. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you free willingly. You free willingly. If you tell me free will came before you came, now, if you tell me free will came after you came, you were just, nigga, I didn't ask to be in this motherfucker.
Right.
I didn't ask to come here. Your God fucking created me into this shit. I didn't ask to be born into no fucking world of sin. Why would I agree to be born into a fucking world of sin? Somebody's lying somewhere. Blue pill, red pill. Blue pill, red pill. Pretty lie, ugly truth. How long we gonna accept the fucking pretty lie? You mean to tell me you was born into a world of sin willingly? Free willingly. You came in this motherfucker on your free will. Also, free will does not come with a reward or a consequence.
Yeah.
Free will is free will.
Yeah.
Free will is free will. Don't bribe me. Don't make me be good. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me be good with a bribe to go to some place called heaven. Don't bribe me. Let me have my free will. If I want to be a fucked up person, why can't I still get in your heaven?
Exactly.
Don't bribe me, my nigga. And don't threaten me with a fucking consequence. That's not free will. This is me thinking about this fucking matrix, right? So I said pretty lie, ugly truth, blue pill, red pill. Somewhere, somebody's fucking lying. Somewhere, somebody's lying to us. And we're accepting this shit. This is how I think. So I'm thinking about this matrix. So let's go back to the brain. You mean to tell me, when we think about how intelligent this God was when he created these brains of ours, right? He didn't just put an organ in our head, right? This motherfucker put in logic along with your brain, thoughts, critical thinking, reasoning, what else? Common sense. All of this comes attached with this brain. It's not just a brain in there.
Right.
An empty ass brain. There are tools inside this brain that this God that created you attached to your brain. Why would a God want you to just believe? And you have all of these other tools that this God attached to your brain. Do you think a God would say, wouldn't a guy just rather just say, hey, I ain't got to attach none of that shit because that motherfucker ain't going to use that shit. But he's giving you a choice, right?
Right.
Or, you know, you got a chance. You got a choice. Two things we have in life, a chance and a choice, right? So he's giving you a chance to make the right choices, right? So, you're just going to sit here and just believe. I'm giving you the fucking tools. Not only that, right? I'm giving you the tools to problem solve, right? We're giving you the tools to figure shit out, right? So let me ask you this. You got a child, right? And you gift your child with all the tools this child needs to solve this problem, right? All the tools. As soon as this child gets in a jam, the child ignores all the fucking tools you gave them to get themselves out of the situation or better themselves. They ignore everything you gave them. Mommy! Mommy, I need help, Mommy! Mommy, can you help me? Daddy! Daddy, I need help, Daddy! And you're sitting here like, come on. I gave you all the tools right there.
Yeah.
Come on, use the tools. But they don't want to use the tools. That child you have don't want to use the tools. This child just wants to beg. Mommy, Daddy, I need help. Help me. Help me. This is me thinking in this fucking matrix, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to make that make sense to me. Why would a God even attach all of this shit to your brain if this guy didn't want you to use it in this fucking matrix? So this God is showing you religion, right? And not just religion, but religion is a huge fucking part because this shit comes to you as a little kid. Now I lay me down and sleep. You don't even know nothing about a God, a devil, or heaven, or hell, or anything. None of that shit. But somebody taught you this shit as a baby, as a little kid. Somebody was standing over your mama's stomach with their hand, sending them vibrations in and them words into you before you were even birthed, right? A baby does not come out with the concept of anything. Nope. Of anything. Not food, it's learned. Mm-hmm. Everything is learned, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody taught you about a God. Mm-hmm. You didn't come out the womb, you didn't even know the concept of a God or a religion, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going somewhere. I'm just trying to show you how I walked into feeling like now I can watch this fucking movie. So, I've been saying, so I feel like religion is here to expose evil people in this matrix. And your higher self is watching you. Your higher self is watching you. Mm-hmm. And your higher self is saying, I'm going to put this right in their face. And I'm going to see how long. I'm going to see what tools they use. I'm going to see what tools that I gave them to use to maneuver in this matrix right here. I'm going to see what they notice. I'm going to see if they ask any questions. I'm going to see if they challenge anything. Free will. It's free will to do it. It's kind of like you're facing your God. Mm-hmm. The God within. Mm-hmm. Because if we look at this, right? Everything you do, it's you doing it. You can prove you're doing it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You get up and go to work every day. You make bills get paid. You find a way. You problem solve. You do this. Mm-hmm. You do that to change your conditions or better your conditions or help yourself or better yourself. You do this shit. Even when you pray. Yeah. Even when you pray. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's make this shit make sense. Here we go, back to prayer. Religious folks try to wiggle, they try to wiggle, and they try to wiggle. No matter what angle they come from about prayer. I shut that shit down. So I'm going to tell you how I recently talked to my dad and a bishop, and we were talking about prayer. Mm-hmm. You got to make this shit make sense to me, Bishop. You got to make this shit make sense to me, Daddy. I know what y'all believe. But you got to make this make. You're going to sell it to me, you got to sell it to me good. Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm talking to them about prayer, and I say, listen, I just don't believe prayer works. I believe we trick ourselves in our mind to feel good. We make excuses in our head to feel good when we pray, right? So my dad's trying to tell me, yeah, well, and not only him, I hear a lot of mainly Christians say this. But I'm talking about religion across the board. But I grew up a Christian. I'm in a Christian society. I grew up in this Christian society. When I go to court, we have to put our hand on a Bible. So this is what I'm dealing with. The most popular religion. Mm-hmm. So my dad and other religious people try to tell you, well, it's not about religion. What's it about now?
It's a relationship.
Relationship.
It's
now about a relationship. Now, when I grew up, it was religion. It was religion. Hey, what religion are you? What religion do you practice? I'm a Christian. Right? I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? These were religions. No matter, this is why I say in the song. In the song I say, it's not about religion no more. It's about a relationship. No matter how you cut that pie still full of shit. Right?
Yeah.
See what I mean? This is what I'm saying about at what point does this become some type of mental illness? Blue pill, red pill. Blue pill, red pill. Pretty lie, ugly truth. It's not about religion no more. It's about a relationship. Blue pill all day long. Right? Blue pill all day long. Because when I break down this relationship shit, right? You got to make that shit make sense to me. Because it's going to sound like a blue pill you swallow.
Yeah.
No matter how you cut that pie still full of shit. Let's talk about the relationship. You're married.
Yeah.
Would you have a problem with your husband never showing up when you need him? Would you have a problem when you're in need and you call on this husband that you're in a relationship, your boyfriend that you're in a relationship, and this motherfucker never shows up?
Yeah, I would have a problem.
You never seen this motherfucker's face? You're in a relationship, you're married to a nigga, you ain't never seen his face? What kind of relationships are we dealing with here? Blue motherfucking pill relationships. That's what we dealing with. Blue pill relationships. It's all in here. It's all in here. Right? Relationships. This motherfucker only show up privately for you. And nobody else can verify you in this relationship. Nobody else. All y'all niggas got fucking relationships, right? But the world is fucked up. But the world is fucked up. Now I have to ask. Who the fuck are y'all praying to? And what the fuck are y'all praying about? What are y'all praying for?
Yep.
I have to ask now. Because all this praying, I watch you niggas every Sunday. Every fucking Sunday. Some of y'all 7 days a week. I watch you niggas pray. I listen to the words you say. I listen to the claims you make about your gods. But see, this is the thing. When you pray, what did they say? You're supposed to be in agreement.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to challenge prayer.
No, never.
See, I'm a nigga that challenge prayer. I'm going to challenge your claims. Blue pill, red pill, you made a claim. Nigga, let's talk about that claim. Your relationship, nigga, what type of relationship are you in, nigga? Because I asked you, since you speak to God, and this God shows up for your personal prayers, could you please ask this motherfucker you in a relationship with? Can this motherfucker get rid of evil and this COVID shit? Because this shit's killing everybody, nigga. Not only us non-believers, that shit's killing you believers. Fucking you niggas up. Claims, right? Let's talk about some blue pill, red pill shit. Matrix type shit, right? This is how I'm thinking writing this song. I'm writing this song. This is all the shit I'm thinking. I'm looking at COVID. Tell you niggas you can't fucking go to church, nigga. I'm looking at COVID kill just as many church going pastors, bishops, deacons, first lady. I'm watching COVID kill y'all ass just like it's killing everybody else. But you tell me no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Now I have to ask, where's this weapons list? Let me see this weapons list. Let me see what's on this weapons list.
You would think COVID be on
You would think COVID would be on that motherfucker, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, blue pill, red pill. Somebody's lying somewhere. Somebody's fucking lying somewhere. This is me. This is me. Like, this is my walk into finally understanding this matrix shit, right? It started with religion. But then it's going to go into the actual matrix, the world we're in. Like, I just have to document these thoughts. I just have to document these thoughts. I'm watching niggas try to tell me how real their God is. But they're talking to me with masks on their face. Mask on their face and PPE gear on. I'm watching niggas tell me how real their God is, right? And I'm watching niggas tell me they're covered in the blood of Jesus. And so in the song, The Matrix, I say, coronavirus exposing all these religious people. They got more faith in the mask than they do the blood of Jesus. What's going on here? You niggas is walking around here with masks on talking about you covered in the blood of Jesus. But you ain't saying it at church. You not saying it in guys. Like, somebody's lying here. At what point do we start? Like, at what point does this not become a mental issue is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. At what point does this not become a mental issue, right?
Yeah.
You tell me you're blessed and highly favored. What the fuck does that mean? And does that not sound like some arrogant ass shit to say, nigga?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck are you more blessed than me, motherfucker?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How did you get more blessed than me? How do I get on this VIP list, nigga? That's some arrogant shit for me to say to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm blessed and I'm highly favored, nigga.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm looking at all the evil that's done in religion. I'm looking at wars being fought in the name of religion. I'm looking at people that use the name of God and religion and all of this shit to do their dirt, their evil, to cover up shit. I'm watching people manipulate people in the name of their gods and their religions. Yeah. And you're going to tell me these gods are watching this? This is where I got to a point where I said, yeah, I don't believe a God exists. I don't believe a God exists, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I started thinking about hungry ass children in third world countries. Even here on our own land. I start thinking about children starving, hungry, children in hospitals, suffering. Children being born as amputees and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going into the Matrix, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, what God would watch that? Why wouldn't God create us all equally? What made this God create that motherfucker with no arms? What made this God create that person mentally challenged? Why would this God create that child to starve? Why would this God create that child to be in so much pain? Like, why? Like, what did those people do to this God for them to deserve to be born this way or to suffer this way? Kids molested, raped, tortured, sex trafficked. But God is with us all. Why would this God do that? Why would this God? Yeah. That's when I said, whoa, wait a minute. No. Wouldn't no God do that?
No.
Wouldn't no God do that shit unless he's a fucked up ass God? I said, no. There's no God that exists. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no God that exists. The God is within you.
Mm-hmm.
You are your God. You are the God of your universe. You make shit happen. You make shit change. You make shit happen, right? So I started thinking, and I don't know if I told you this part or not, about, I think, at this point when you see children starving and suffering and people suffering in this matrix and shit,
Mm-hmm.
I had the thought. I said, are those really kids suffering? You ever thought about that? You ever had that thought?
Mm-mm.
When I look at kids harmed and tortured and I say, man, are those really kids? suffering? Are those really people suffering? You never had that thought?
Mm-mm.
So my thought was this. This is nothing but a matrix. This is nothing but a matrix. Your higher self is watching you every day. So let's go back to the Bible. When we talk about Judgment Day with God, your higher self is watching you every day in this matrix, watching how you live your life.
Mm-hmm.
Watching to see if you wake up to your purpose. Watching to see the dirt you did. Did you try to correct that shit? Did you try to make up for it? Did you try to wash your hands? Your higher self is observing you every day in this matrix.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I came to say. Your higher self is watching you every day and how you live. Your higher self is watching how you think every day. Are you using your brain to really think? Or are you just believing shit? I gave you fucking tools. And you just gonna sit here and willingly let motherfuckers manipulate you in this fucking matrix. You're not gonna ask questions. You're not gonna challenge shit. You just gonna sit there and let motherfuckers manipulate you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't try to clean your hands. All that dirt you did when you was a teenager and did behind your husband back, your wife back, on your boyfriend, your girlfriend, stole from your mama, all the pain you caused your family. So you just not gonna clean that shit up, huh? You gonna leave it. This is what your higher self is looking down on you every day to see what you gonna do. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna deal with this karma and move into your dharma, right?
Right.
Are you gonna move into your dharma? Because you done paid your price for your karma, right? Because you tried to clean yourself up. You tried to. So now you move over into that dharma where you now are walking in your purpose in life, trying to help people, trying to change things,
Yeah.
So now your higher self is looking, saying, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Good shit. Good shit. Keep going. When I'm ready, I'm going to pull you up out of this level. You're going to leave here because your work will be done here. You'll be done on this level of the matrix. Mm-hmm. Right? You'll be done on this level of the matrix. And now I'm going to take you to the next level. Mm-hmm. But if you one of them motherfuckers who didn't fucking try to clean yourself up, didn't try to help, didn't try to do nothing, didn't try to learn, you just running around here following, woo. This is just my thoughts on the matrix. I believe you have to come back through this matrix. You have to come back through here.
Okay.
Now, who you come back through here as? I don't know. Remember I was telling you I might come back through this bitch as your child?
Yeah.
That might be because I still got work to do here. In my vision, I was told it's the youth I have to lead. Mm-hmm. I'm almost out of here.
Yeah.
In this energy.
Yeah.
Who's to say I don't come back? Why are you so attached to me? Why are you so... Remember I told you, pay attention to everybody you encounter, people you encounter, what they tell you. Ask yourself, why have I encountered this person? Who are they to me? But you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Who's to say, when I leave here, when I come back as your child. And that nigga's a beast. Now I got time.
Yeah.
So you've been around me for a minute,
yeah.
And you've been growing and growing and growing. So just imagine me coming back as a child. My mama got hella knowledge, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, feeding this child, feeding this warrior child that's going to be a leader out here. Coming back through this matrix. Now, let's go back to the starving kids and shit. I said, I can't see a God doing that shit. I said, maybe those are people who in the past life were fucked up ass people. And they have to come back through this matrix and pay for the shit that they didn't pay for when they were here. Why would a God watch kids starve like that? Why would a God watch that shit? I don't think a God would do that shit, right? Maybe your higher self, whoever their higher self, whoever they were in that past life, you're going to pay for that. You got to pay for that. Oh, you didn't want to clean it up when you was there? Oh, you going back through there. You going back through that matrix. But guess what? You was running around there raping kids? Guess what you're going to come back as? A motherfucking kid who's going to fucking deal with that same pain you inflicted on other people in your past life. Oh, you was an evil motherfucker in your past life, right? Judgment Day in the Bible. Judgment Day. You got to face God. You got to face God. Mm-hmm. You got to face God. Your higher self. Mm-hmm. You got to face that motherfucker when you leave here. Judgment Day. Just like the Bible. It's just you ain't standing in no long-ass line waiting to see some motherfucking nigga with a beard and looking like Santa Claus and shit. No. Judgment Day. When your higher self say, okay, enough is enough. You a little evil motherfucker. You were born into a world of good and evil. Positive. Negative. Mm-hmm. Righteousness, unrighteousness. Right, wrong. That's what you were born into. A world of balance. Somewhere down the line, you chose one way or the other. Mm-hmm. You lean one way more, you lean the other way. So I look at these kids and I say, maybe they're not starving as kids. Maybe they're paying their price for who they were in their fucking past life.
Do you think they just stay there though?
I don't know. I don't know if it's for a time. Okay. I don't know. This is just listen. This is just what came to me. Mm-hmm. I can't prove this shit. Right. This is just what came to me, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's for a time. Or what if they were people who were given chance? Maybe another chance. And they still fucked around and were fucked up ass people. And at this point, you're in hell, motherfucker. You're never leaving this motherfucker. You're going to remain in this. I'm done with you. I'm moving on to another. Mm. Your higher self is like, yeah, I'm done with you. You're going to stay there and suffer. So this is what we see in this matrix. Mm-hmm. We see motherfucking... the reason, as bad as it may sound, children being molested, people suffering, amputees, mental. As bad as it may sound, I just don't believe a God would create these people like this, right? I don't believe a God will create, so it leaves me to believe, nigga, their higher selves sent them back through this motherfucker because they were some evil motherfuckers, or they have to come back through and pay for some shit they didn't fucking pay for. Or, they have to face what the fuck they did. Like, they did. Right? Okay, we finna go to the movie. This is what I felt about this earth, right? Like, I feel like we're watching, like, every day, we're just being observed by our higher self. That nigga sitting there, your higher self watching you. Mm-hmm. And that motherfucker is sitting there saying, what are you doing in this matrix? Because you can get out this matrix. You can move to your next level. We'll see what you're going to do. How long it's going to take you. Right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like people like us, even like, let's say this whole December 21st thing, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know much about the shit. But let's just say. Remember in the movie? They said when you get deja vu and that means it's a glitch in the matrix. And that means, something just came to me. Never leave the matrix. Okay. They say that means something's changing. Mm-hmm. Why couldn't that be like our Mandela effect? Where we're slipping into our next level. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're slipping. Us conscious folks, we're kind of, this is our, I can't prove this shit. This is our mirror universe. This is our next level matrix. It's going to look just like this shit. Yeah. It's going to look just like this shit we in now. Mm-hmm. It's going to be our mirror where we slip into our next level. Now we're dealing with other things in this matrix. We're kind of not, notice how we've separated ourselves. Mm-hmm. More from TV and going out and kicking it. You see what I'm saying? I feel like we slipped into another level matrix. We slipped in somewhere. But it looks just like this looks just like this shit. Because we haven't reached a point to where eventually we gonna be somewhere else.
Right, of course.
This shit gonna all change, nigga. Shit might look like some space shit, nigga. I don't know. This is us moving into our next level matrix. I believe there are levels of these matrix. Levels of it. Let's just imagine a stack of paper. Each sheet of paper is a matrix. They all look alike, right?
Yeah.
I can't see a God creating people like that and watching, sitting and watching. So I feel like people, let's say you lived a good life, right? You was a good person, woo, woo, woo. I think you slide into another matrix, but you didn't use your brain to realize religion is bullshit. Prayer don't work. You didn't use your brain. I feel like you're going to slide into another level matrix, but you're still going to have to go through the matrix and figure this shit out. You was a good person, but you still going to have to go through this. We can't move you up too much. I can't take you too far because you ain't even learned to use your brain yet. So I'm going to move you. Because you were a good person, maybe you'll move into the next level matrix where you're not dealing with so much evil and shit in this matrix.
Okay.
Look just like, I ain't going to say it ain't no evil there, because in these matrix, this is what I believe. This is what I believe. Evil's not going nowhere. Evil's going to always be here. It's always going to be good and evil. The purpose of us being in these matrix is to figure shit out. How do you get out of this matrix? What did you do to make it out of this level? To go slide up into that next level, to get that glitch. Slide on up in that mirror universe. You got it. You got it. When you figured out that no God is harming no kids like that, and when you start to look at them people, you don't look at them as kids and victims no more. Although in this matrix, they're victims. In this matrix, they're considered victims. But your higher self is telling you, you got it. Those are not victims. Those are fucked up ass people in their past. Their energy was fucked up where they were at before. They got to come back through this motherfucker and pay for that shit. Judgment Day. Facing God. You got to face God. Judgment Day. You got to face God. And your God is going to decide what happens with you. Matrix. This shit's reality. This shit's reality.
Yeah, definitely.
This shit is a fucking Matrix. So, I had never seen the fucking movie before, right? I was laying right here, and I was playing the shit, and it ran across the part where he said, do you want to know what the Matrix is? Now, mind you, I've been saying this shit. Angie, this shit ain't real. This shit's not reality. This is some other shit. I've been saying this shit. This is my first time hearing this shit. I was laying right here, and I heard, he said, do you want to know what the Matrix is? And he said, the Matrix is everything you see around you. You feel it when you walk out the door. Even right now,